let's look at some examples now. So we have for y equals negative 3x squared plus 4x minus 7, state the direction of the opening. Okay, so remember that's related to our A, and our A is located right here. So we know that it opens down because A is less than 0. Okay, does it have a maximum or min? Well, it opens down, so therefore it has a maximum. And if we knew the vertex, we could say what it was, but I can't tell that from this form. The next thing it asked me, what is the y-intercept? Well, remember the y-intercept is is going to be the c value. So in this case, it's going to be negative 7. Okay, so what we get is it opens down because negative 3 is less than 0. We also know that it's a maximum because it's upside down. It opens downward. And this negative 7 is our y-intercept. So that's the information we get. Now the next question is, what are the x-intercepts of f at x equals bracket x plus 6 and x minus 4? And use them to locate the vertex of the parabola. All right, so this is a little bit different. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need to find the two intercepts. So the two intercepts, remember, are the r and the s, so it's the opposite sign. So I know that it's going to be, x-intercepts are going to be at negative 6 and positive 4. So if I actually just did a quick graph of that, I can see that, oops, I don't want to give you that yet. I can put just a rough estimate, so negative 6, positive 4. I also notice that it's going to open up, so I know that it's going to be down here somewhere. Now my problem is I don't know exactly what that point is. So how do I do that? Well, because of symmetry, okay, because we know where the axis of symmetry is, okay, so it's going to fit between negative 6 and 4. We can take an average of those two numbers. Okay, so we could take negative 6, add it to 4, and then divide by 2. And if we do that, we end up with negative 2 divided by 2. So we end up with negative 1. So that tells me right now that my x-intercept of my x-coordinate of my vertex is negative 1. Now, because I know x is negative 1, I can then use what we did from our first unit, and I can figure the y value. So you know the x-coordinate of the vertex. The y-coordinate is simply the value of the function at that location. So what we have to determine is f at negative 1. So we have our equation up here, and so we're going to go f at negative 1 equals negative 1 plus 6, and then negative 1 minus 4. So that's really arithmetic that we're doing. So negative 1 plus 6 we know is 5, and a negative 5, which equals negative 25. So my vertex then becomes negative 1, negative 25. Okay, so that's where we're getting it from, is from there. All right, so we get the x value by using symmetry, and then we take that x value and substitute it back into the function to figure out the y value. Now, for us, really, the vertex is really the most important part of a parabola, because once you know it, you know the axis of symmetry. Okay, so in this case, it's x is negative 1. I know its maximum or minimum value. In this case, it's a minimum value of negative 25. And I know its range from that. Okay, so really, you get a lot more information from the vertex form. Okay, so you're going to work a little bit on your textbook and to practice some of these skills, so hopefully it stays with you. So have some mathematical pleasure.